This is, whatever way you cut it, the manifestation of the multitude of endless avenues of miserable corruption in Lebanon. What is seen as a political oligarchy has, for decades, hollowed out the entire country from the inside in an endless and ceaselessly worsening series of dysfunction and theft. Yesterday, on Tuesday, August the 4th, in the early evening, we saw the most tremendous example of it, with much of the city laid waste in a blast unlike any it has ever seen. And so many are left wondering, why was that ammonium nitrate stored at the port? How long was it there? Who knew about it and its risk? And who turned a blind eye? This, though, is just the latest and clearest example of a much wider system of dysfunction as government after government in Lebanon fails to do its most fundamental job and look after its people. Basic, and I mean basic services are amiss. The electricity cuts off throughout the day. And remember this river of trash? No one was there to pick it up, so it just went on and on and on in the heat. Or how about the rampant forest fires that raged across the country last year? Helicopters weren't maintained, and so they couldn't get there. At the bottom of all of it, someone filling their pockets at the expense of somebody else. And on top of it all, an economic calamity, massive unemployment, and the currency, the Lebanese pound, losing 60% of its value in less than a year. It also has the third largest debt to GDP ratio. So listen to this. I was there in Beyrouth late last year when these calls were ringing around the streets. Kilun, yani kilun. Everyone means everyone, as protesters demanded the government get out. And what changed? Well, nothing really. Perhaps a few faces, but the fractious system so embedded into Lebanon that they are now part of the very fabric of the country remain the same. We are now some 30 years after the Lebanese civil war, and it seems as bad as ever. And why? Truly, for what? So now, Beirut, once adorned as the Paris of the Middle East, nestled between the aquamarine waters of the Mediterranean and those stunning hills of Mont Liban, sits scarred and ruined in a scale still incomprehensible yet again. This blast wasn't inevitable. The economic crisis wasn't inevitable, nor the power cuts, nor the lack of jobs and basic systems. Across Lebanon's political spectrum, one ideology reigns supreme. What's in it for me? And then, so what's left for the people? Nothing, all too often, but despair.